In this video, I am going to explain about how the state models can be obtained from different methods. So here we can obtain the state models from four different methods. What are the four and how they will be in the form means the first one is we can obtain the state model from differential equations. Next, second one is we can obtain state model from block diagram. Third one is we can obtain state model from signal flow graph. And fourth one is we can obtain state model from transfer function. So we can obtain state model from the following these four methods. So let me see one by one example with relevant state model equations. So this one is first method. One of the first method we can obtain the state model from differential equations. See, problem based on state models from different differential equations. The first example is construct a state model form from the mechanical system. So first of all, we have to convert this mechanical system to differential equations. From that, we can obtain the state model formation. So in this mechanical transit system, we have two mass elements, that is M1 and M2. So if you want, then we will get that two set of differential equations. If you want to form the differential equations, we have to know that what are the applying forces and what are the opposing forces will be acting on the both M1 and M2. So based on that, we can form a differential equations. From the differential equations, we can obtain the state model formation. Now, for obtaining the differential equation, first of all, we have to solve the equation by using the free body diagram. Let's consider case 1. The free body diagram of M1 as shown here. So how we can represent the free body diagram is, free body diagram here I can represent in the M1 mass element with representing the opposing forces and applying forces. So let me consider M1 mass element. So for M1 there is no applying forces, so there is no need to consider that applying forces, and opposing forces are 1 by their mass itself. Another one is friction coefficient, that is FB1, FB. Next one is FK1 and FK. So 5 opposing forces are acting on M1. See, first one is their mass itself, friction B1, B, K and K1. So now we have to form this equation by using the Newton's second law. So Newton's second law, what it describes means the sum of applying forces is equal to sum of opposing forces. It is also called as energy balanced equation or force balanced equation. Now we can here let me consider that these elements how we can represent. So here Fm1 can be written as m1 into d square y1 by dt square. So here displacement of m1 is y1, right? So I represent it here. Next, yb1 is b1 into dy1 by dt. Fb equals to b into d by dt. So b is an common for both elements, right? So here the displacement can be written as y1 minus y2. Similarly, for fk1 equals to k1 into y1, fk equals to k into y1 minus y2. So these are the elements of opposing forces on m1. Let me write the force balanced equation according to Newton's second law. So according to Newton's second law, sum of applying forces equals to sum of opposing forces. So based on this condition, we can formulate the equation like this: Fm1 plus Fb1 plus Fb plus Fk1 plus Fk equals to 0. So here the LH terms represents the sum of opposing forces and 0. So there is no applying force, right? So I can put it as a 0. Now these all elements should be substituted in this equation. The equation becomes m1 d square y1 by dt square plus b1 dy1 by dt plus b d by dt into y1 minus y2 plus k1 y1 plus k y1 minus y2 equals to 0. If you expand this equation, you will get m1 d square y1 by dt square plus b1 dy1 by dt plus b dy1 by dt minus b dy2 by dt plus k1 y1 plus k y1 minus k y2 equals to 0. So again simplify this equation: m1 d square y1 by dt square plus, so these two terms having the same coefficient, right? The same factor, that is, let's take common dy1 by dt minus b dy2 by dt. So here also y1 is common for both. Take common y1 minus k y2 equals to 0. So this is the representation of differential equation for mass 1. So represent it is equation 1. So for mass 1 we found that differential equations like this. Now similarly we have to find the differential equations for mass 2 element. After that by using these two equations we can formulate the state model equation. Next, case 2. So in case 2 we have to draw the free body diagram of mass 2 and indicate the sum of indicate the opposing what are the opposing forces, what are the applying forces on m2, and formulate the differential equation for m2. Let consider free body diagram of m2 as shown in figure. So this is the free body diagram, and here there is a one applying forces, that is f of t, and opposing forces are fm2, fb2, fb and fk. So here four opposing forces acting and one applying forces are acting. So here we can terminate this what are the elements we have. So here fm2 can be written as m2 into d square y2 by dt square, yb2 can be written as b2 into dy2 by dt, fb can be written as b into d by dt into y2 minus y1. Next fk can be written as k into y2 minus y1. So by using these four factors we can formulate the equation according to the Newton's second law. So according to Newton's second law, is sum of applying forces equals to sum of opposing forces. So this is the condition for Newton's second law. So from this condition we can formulate the equation sum of applying forces, right? We have opposing forces fm2, fb2, fb, fk equals to f of t. So these four elements are opposing forces and is the applied forces. So if we substitute these elements in this equation, what you will get: m2 d square y2 by dt square plus b2 dy2 by dt plus b dy dt y2 minus y1 plus k y2 minus y1 equals to f of t. If you expand this equation, you will get d square y2 by dt square plus b2 dy2 by dt plus b dy2 by dt minus b dy1 by dt plus ky2 minus ky1 equals to f of t. So again simplify this equation. m2 d square y2 by dt square plus b2 plus b dy2 by dt minus b dy1 by dt plus ky2 minus ky1 equals to 0 equals to f of t. So this is equation number 2. Now we obtain that two differential equations for the two mass elements. Now by using this equation 1 and 2, we have to form the state model equations with so state model equations of two things. One is state equation and output equation. So let me write that two differential equations here again. So these are the two differential equations we obtained from mass element m1 and mass element m2. So by using these two equations, we can formulate the state model equations. So before going to that formulation of state model equation, we should have to know that how many inputs and how many outputs and how many state variables are including in these two equations. We have, when compared to these two equations, we have only one input, that is f of t, and we have two outputs in the form of displacements, that is y1 comma y2. So these are the displacements, and state variables are depends on order of equations, right? We have two equations with second order terms, so d square y d square, so this is the second order term, so we have two, right? So for each equation we will get two state variables. For both we will get four state variables. So are x1, x2, x3 and x4. So these are the four state variables. Now we have to proceed. We have to assume some assumptions for forming the state models. What are the assumptions means? Let's consider x1 equals to y1, x2 equals to y2, x3 equals to dy1 by dt, x4 equals to dy2 by dt, right? If you want to so if you differentiate, apply the differentiation for both here, dx3 by dt, you will get d square y1 by dt square. So here this can be written as x3 dot equals to d square y1 by dt square. Similarly here also x4 dx4 by dt equals to d square y2 by dt square. So this can be written as x4 dot equals to d square y2 by dt square, and f of t, that function input function, it can be written as u. So now if you substitute these all terms in this equation, these two equations, what you will get means so instead of d square y1 by dt square, you will get m1 x3 dot plus b1 plus b dy1 by dt is x3 minus b dy2 by dt is x4 plus k1 plus k, y1 is x1 minus k x2 equals to 0. So now I need in this equation I need x3 dot. So from this by this I can write m1 x3 dot is equals to minus k1 plus k x1 plus k x2 minus b1 plus b x3 plus b x4. So write in the order form x1, x2, x3, x4. Next, from this x3 dot can be written as minus k1 plus k divided by m1 x1 plus k by m1 x2 minus b1 plus b divided by m1 x3 plus b by m1 x4. So this is equation 1. Now similarly, from differential equations uh, obtained from the mass two elements, so from this equation also we can obtain like this. So let's substitute this all elements in the differential equation 2. So we will get so just note it down, x3 dot m2 x4 dot plus b2 plus b dy2 by dt is x4 minus b dy1 by dt is x3 plus kx2 minus kx1 equals to u. Now from this I need x4 dot equation. So what I have to do is except this term, all terms should be goes to the right side. So m2 x4 dot is equals to kx1 minus kx2 plus bx3 minus b2 plus bx4 plus u, and x4 dot equals to k by m2 x1 minus k by m2 x2 plus b by m2 x3 minus b2 plus b m2 x4 plus u by m2. So this is equation number 2 represent. Next, x2 dot can be written as x2 dot is nothing but a dx2 by dt. So dx2 by dt is what you will get, dx2 by dt means dy2 by dt. So dy2 by dt is x4. Next, x1 dot is nothing but a dx1 by dt. dx1 by dt is nothing but a dy1 by dt. So is x3. So this is equation 3, and this is equation 4. So it is a x2 dot. x2 dot is nothing can be written as dx2 by dt. So already we have x2 equals to y2. So if we apply both differentiation, you will get x4. Similarly x1. So by using these 4 equations, we can form a state equation. Similarly, what is the output here? y2 is on output. So y2 is equals to x2 and y1 equals to x1. So these two are output equations. By using these 5 equations, we can form the state model equation. Let me see how it will be formed. So here let's consider that state equation x1 dot, x2 dot, x3 dot, x4 dot equals to, so state variables are x1, x2, x3, x4 plus u, right? So let me consider the equation 1, that is x1 dot. x1 dot is nothing but only x3. So x3 will have 0 0 1 0. So 0 into x1 plus 0 into x2 plus x3 plus 0, and there is no input, right? So it should be 0. So this is the equation for x1 dot. Similarly for x2 dot, what we have? For x2 dot we have x4. So you can write this one 0 0 0 1. So 0 into x1, 0 into x2, 0 into x3 and 1 into x4. So you will get x4 and input is 0. Next one is x3 dot equation. So this is the x3 dot. The first term is minus k1 plus k by m1 into x1. Next, k by m2 by x2 minus b 1 plus b by m1 by x3, b by m1 into x4, and there is no input, right? So it should be 0. Next, x4 dot equation. First one is k by m2 into x1 minus k by m2 into x2. Next, b by m2 into x3 minus b2 plus b by m2 into x4, and it has the input term 1 by m2. So this is called as state equation. Now let me see the output equation. So output, we have two outputs, y1 and y2, x1, x2, x3, x4 to you. So here what is the y1 equation? So y1 is x1, so you will get 1 0 0 0. So x1 0 remains are 0 and there is no input. And next one is y2 equals x2 0 0 and there is no input. So the complete term you should not consider. So this is the output equation. So this is the way of finding the state model from the given mechanical system. So first of all, we have to convert into differential equations. From that we can obtain the state model equation. So this is the first step. Thank you.